Hey guys, Motorcar Nut here, and today we're having an issue with a 2010 Mazda CX-7. You see over here, we have the skid and the ABS light is on at the same time. We're gonna scan the code, see what's going on, and fix this. All right, so now I already scanned the car. All right, so now what do we have? We have transmission. I'll check that. And the car runs and drives fine other than those lights. All right, this has nothing really to do with the check engine light, emissions. This is the ABS, traction control, and of course you'll get transmission codes because it's all, correlates to the same thing. Okay, it says invalid data received from analog braking system control module. So this code, you ignore this one right now. First, we got to see what's going on with the ignition, with the ABS module. All right, so we get out of there. Now we go here, two faults in here. We go here, read codes. I have my other scan tool, but this one should be able to do it too. This is my cheaper one, my go-to. Okay, so we have a C 142-20 and a C 1148 EO. All right, right front tone ring missing tooth fault. Okay, missing a tooth. All right, and right front wheel speed sensor coherency fault. All right, so what that's probably relating to is now we're going to have to check the right front wheel, the tone ring, and the sensor, the wiring. But before we do that, let's see if we have any other codes. Instrument cluster. This is figure, yes. So we got to get a picture of what's going on with all the codes so we can diagnose this as fast as possible. All right. So it says invalidate. Okay, it's given a U code. That's basically a CAN bus code. That's because the ABS module is not communicating with the transmission module. Invalid data received. These are both U codes. So we ignore these right now because we know we have two faults in the ABS. All right, so if they're not working, they can't communicate with these modules. So therefore, you don't run and start changing modules. You have to know what you're doing. All right, you do the simple things first. People always run to the computer. Sometimes it's the simplest thing as a broken wire. All right, so we get out of here. And that's a temperature control. That's unrelated. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go into the ABS. I want to see if my scan, yeah, this one can do it. Okay, we're going to live data. And now we're going to do left front wheel speed center. Now you remember the code is the right one, so we're going to just use that as a reference. So now we're going to go to right front speed sensor, that one. All right, and we're just going to show these two. All right, now The left one is a known good one, and the right one is the one that's a suspect. So we're gonna let's see if this one can do it. Graft and graft. All right. So now the bottom one and the top one. I'm gonna drive the car, and I'm gonna glance over this little by little. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard to do. Actually, I'm gonna drive the car, and I'm just gonna put this like this so you can see it and see what's going on. Basically, it should go up nice and smooth. It can go up in little steps and come down in little steps, but there should be no high or low spikes. All right, just wait 1 second. Seems like a lot of traffic all of a sudden. All right. So now, I'm not going to be able to see what you're seeing, but I'm going to put it right here. And now we're going to go. Right now the lights went off, and I'm going to explain why they went off. They went off because the computer checks right now. It probably wasn't doing it, so it shuts it off immediately as soon as you start going. But if it sees something else, in a couple of minutes it will reset. All right. Well, you're gonna probably see things before I do. Let's see what we got here. All right, I didn't see anything. Let me do it again. We're looking at the bottom one compared to the top one. So far they look good. I'm looking at them. And the light's off. So it's probably intermittent. Oh, I saw a dip. You saw that dip on the bottom one? That's not supposed to dip like that. Oh yeah, look at that. You saw that? Yeah, that's not a tooth missing. If there's a tooth missing, it's going to constantly do that. This is probably the sensor itself. Probably the sensor itself. Or the wiring to the ABS module. Yeah, so, okay, so there's no need to, yeah, I see it dipping. All right, so we're going to stop this. You see how the top one doesn't do anything? Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, I'm going to stop this, go back, and we're going to take it from there. We took the wheel off, 21 millimeter on the lug nuts. All right, so now we're checking out the tone ring. I've never seen teeth that were missing. Damaged, maybe, but never missing. So here we are. All right. You go all the way around and just look and make sure everything looks even. I don't see anything. And like I said, if it did have one tooth missing, you would see it a lot worse. And I don't think it would reset itself when you come to a stop or shut the car off, because as soon as you roll, it's going to pick up that chunk missing. So my guess is it's the wheel sensor, ABS sensor, whatever you want to call it. It's right here. All right, 10 millimeter bolt. It connects here, a little fastener here, 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 and then it goes right on the fender well, and there's a plug. This one's simple to do. So we're gonna take that off and replace it. Okay, so when you take the sensor out, I'm not sure if it comes with the collar. There's a little plastic collar in here. If yours comes out with this and the new one, it should have it on a new one. If it don't, you have to make sure there's a little plastic collar that stays in there, because this can't metal to metal. It has to have a little plastic insert in there. All right, it's hard to see it. It's hard to see it, but it's in there. All right, so and then you just take it off of here, pop it out of here, take this like this, and now we're gonna go on the top. Okay, and it's right here. You see this? And you just disconnect it right here, and we're gonna replace it. And like I said before, you always check the wiring, make sure everything's good. Sometimes the car's in an accident. It may rip the wire or something, or intimate, make it touch the chassis or the body, and that would cause it too. So, this one's intact. Everything looks fine. So you check the wiring, like I said before, first. But in this case, it's probably going to be the sensor. The new one does come with a collar. You see this? All right, so if yours got stuck in there, then you're going to have to take it out, like mine. Okay? And just make sure that the plugs match. Everything looks the same. All right. And to get it out, I already got it out. You can use a little screwdriver and a hammer, like this. And you just go right to the sides of it, and you just like tap it until it's gonna basically come out the other side or turn around, and you just get this piece out. And you want to clean this maybe with a little bit of sandpaper, because the new one will probably be a little tight. You can put a very, very thin coating of grease on it, very thin. Then you just put it where it was, like this, like to make sure when you turn the wheel the other way, this way, that way, this doesn't pull. All right, and then you snake it through here and just clip it in. All right, and then we just clip it in. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now we're gonna test it. We're confirming that we still have those codes, even though on the dash, like I said, it's not on right now. But if the fault is still there, as soon as we go like a half a block, it'll come on. So now we're gonna go check into the, gonna get out of here and put it on the graft for that wheel, the right front wheel. Live data. Come on. Where did it go? Okay, right front wheel sensor. So we're only gonna do the right front wheel sensor, because we know when we did it before what a good one looks like. It's supposed to go slow as you go up. It's to go up. It should never drop down or go up. All right. I mean sharp. All right. So now we're gonna hit that. I'll put this on here like that. And you got to pay attention to this area right here, in this area. All right, let me see if I can get it going. Straighten it out. All right, you know what? Let me see. Right now that looks nice and smooth. So put it, hold on a minute, and we're off again. That little squeaky noise is the steering wheel rubbing against the scan tool. We're looking good. dropouts. Lights on. Faster. So now, look at that, perfect. That's what you want to see on all wheel sensors. All right, so now I'm going to go into, see if it may not have cleared the codes, but let me see. It will eventually, but being that I got the scan tool hooked up, I can clear them. But there is no lights on. Oh boy, it's raining like crazy. All right, so we'll clear them, because once you clear these codes, they come right back. You can't really clear them, but I'm gonna clear them, because if they don't come back, that means it's fixed. That's what I'm trying to say. If it wasn't fixed, you clear them, they just come right back out, right back on. It may have to clear them itself, but let's see. The newer cars, they do it a lot faster. This is a 2010. So up, see, no codes. All right, so now what you do is you go back and basically you erase all the codes that are related to it, because they were related to it. They'll do an auto scan. It's gonna probably have a couple of the code in the transmission. See that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to scan, and the instrument cluster too, goes to the RPMs. So now, the only thing that's going to be here, that automatic temperature that has nothing to do with anything. I think that's, all right, let's scan the whole thing. Okay, so now let's do a quick erase. So tranny's cleared. Instrument cluster's cleared. Alright, so now we have nothing. So we're gonna drive it again. This time we're not gonna use the scan tool. We're just gonna drive and see how it goes. Take it around the block. And I try to do things in real life like you guys will do. And so probably look good. Now if it would come back on, and we would still see the dropout or the spikes, it could be the wiring from that sensor where it's on side of the fender well to the ABS module, or the module computer itself. But that's rare. It does happen, but it's rare. Because that's basically it. There's really, on this car, it's a really simple system. As long as it's got power and ground, and all the wires are good and not shorted to ground or opened, and it still does it, then it's the module itself. Alright, so now we're gonna go back. Shop parking lot, and now I'm going to check for codes again. Escape. Yes. Auto scan. We're still on, no lights. And basically, it scanned 100 again. No codes. No codes nowhere. Alright guys, Motorcar Nut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any question pertaining to the video, leave it below. I answer all my questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.